We're live.
Welcome to the review episode 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
Blimey, I thought it was...
Do you want to, are you going to go? Are you going to go first? Or
Yeah, actually, can I just say I really enjoyed the carrot cake.
I made the carrot cake.
Yeah, that was really good.
Cool.
I have taken another slice. I need to remember this time to actually take it home
to
with
Sam.
me.
You've been taking the piss out of poor Sam
Yeah.
by taking puddings for him, telling him he's getting them, and then
leaving them here. Yeah,
Well, throwing them out the window near your house is probably more likely.
I still think it's more likely that I'll be eating the other slice, but it will be offered.
You take 2 boxes, you know, take 2 bits of slime.
Yeah, I've got a few reviews.
Let's go.
Right, okay, where are we? I've got the name of the film now, actually, which is really helpful. I've got the name of the review. It's
Something about Mary?
It's not that one. It was help me out here.
Was it that the one on top of that list?
More than Friends or something? It isn't that.
Vacation with Mom.
No. I looked at the reviews on that. Honestly, there was so.
Okay, let me read out some names. Hang on.
Yeah, they were really boring.
Of this list.
It was the top one, I think. It was something like
I thought that was
Friends with Benefits.
Friends with Benefits. Right there, yeah.
Okay, so that's the Justin Timberlake film, isn't it? With somebody else.
Okay.
I don't know who else in there.
Low expectations immediately for me there.
Morris.
Well, actually, I think that back is good in some things.
Morris didn't like it very much. I'm so glad so many seem to have enjoyed this and awarded it 5 stars. That's what entitlement to one's own tastes and opinions is all about. For me, I have never met or seen people resembling the 2 protagonists. Easy for me to say. Even having lived in LA once. With the contrived machine gun rapid fire dialogue coming out of their mouths, all I could hear were the writers sitting at a desk trying to outdo each other. The film should carry a public health warning. Any resemblance between the film's characters and real human beings is unintentional. I somehow think Morris probably doesn't like many films.
Maybe
anyway.
not. I think I might remember that film though. Wasn't that out pretty recently? When Timberlake and Britney Spears were doing something, or back then in that period when he was like
going out with
known
her
and popular and people cared about.
He was going out with her like about 2000.
When was that? Same time.
25 years ago. But this review is from 2013.
But it was like, so he was like an expensive has-been by that point.
I think he was.
What I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when the film
Maybe.
came out. I don't know when the film came out. So it
like a footballer in his last season.
might be that it took Morris 10 years to watch this film and decided he didn't like it.
Yeah.
So
it might have been a really long film.
Yeah. Morris
It wasn't taken by him.
Morris not keen.
No.
Morris not keen.
Trouser Snake did not do what Morris wanted him to do.
I mean, if the rumours are true, then that's a terrible nickname for him. Yeah.
Insinuated but not known.
I think it's been documented.
Okay.
I think Britney herself may well.
All right,
have said,
spilled the bean,
yeah,
but not flicked.
trousers slow worm perhaps.
Hung, drawn, and quartered.
Not hung.
Okay, do you want me to do one now?
Yeah, go on.
Right, I got a review a minute ago that I found.
Right. What's this of?
Hang on, I can't remember.
I think.
Oh. I don't think that's it. Hang on. I may not know where to put my reviews. Do you know what? I'm sure I screenshotted them. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Right. So this is a Butterdish, right? On Amazon. Just a Butterdish.
Yep.
A plastic Butterdish with a lid and a little knife that clips into the lid. Nice little, looking like a perfectly useful kitchen thing.
Yep. Okay.
You shouldn't really go wrong. You choose your colour, you order your doodah, it turns out, you put your butter in it, no more fucks should be given.
Yep.
Other than buttering. So, Tony, right, probably different to that. 5-star review. Colour is his heading. By this, it gives colour name to cream white, right? That's the colour for the Butterdish that Tony got.
Right.
This is lovely, but it's not white, it's cream. Unfortunately, there's not much in it by white kitchen appliances. I don't know why he bought cream.
Was it advertised?
Yeah, I read that out.
Right, okay.
The colour is cream white.
Right, okay.
I feel like that might be Terry's fault.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I must admit, if I bought something thinking it was going to be white and it turned out cream, that would not sit very well.
How about if you had the option of black, grey, cream or white, and then you bought a cream one and complained it wasn't white? Would you feel like that was your fault or someone else's?
I would think that was my fault.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it in the first place.
But there was the white option.
Yeah.
Like Tony chose to buy the cream option and then found it offensive. It wasn't white.
When I lived in my first house that I owned, I had this kind of point of everything had to be, green. And actually even now a little bit, I like things to match a little bit.
Oh, God, it was all green.
Green and yellow plates and green toasters, bits and pieces. The toaster I had.
I can't do colours. That's like it felt like scraping nails down walls. Like I'm monotone.
More for you, Richard. So
monotone? Is it called monotone? Black and white. I don't want to wear anything.
Monotone is.
I've got blue on.
Isn't monotone about a voice, or is that? Just,
I don't know. Yeah. Nonetheless.
I had this toaster though for
wow.
about 20 years. I had this toaster until I found a mouse in it.
Really?
I had this little.
Did you toast the mouse?
No, I didn't. I threw the toaster away. I tried to fish.
I wonder if the mouse would have toasted in the similar way to white bait deep fries. You could eat it whole.
I don't know. I started trying to get the mouse out with a knife.
Could you get a whole collection of mice and deep fry them?
Maybe.
And serve that with maybe tartar sauce.
I didn't fancy that.
Or maybe it would be ketchup.
I didn't fancy doing that. I can only assume that one of my cats.
If you found the correct mother, you could get a lot of baby rats.
I don't want them. No, I started trying to fish the thing out, and I thought, what am I doing? And I just picked up the toaster and threw it into the dustbin.
I would have given up the minute I saw the tail, to be honest.
Yeah. But thank goodness I noticed. Oh, I mean, I say I noticed. How long had I been having toast with the mouse at the bottom of the toaster?
Did anyone come back for a second visit?
No.
After they stayed the night? That would suggest quite a while.
So,
or poor performance.
I've got some reviews, and actually I'm interested in these reviews purely to make a decision on whether or not I'm
okay.
I'm going to watch.
Do you want to go next?
I'll go next. I'm not sure they're particularly funny, but interesting to me anyway. Nonetheless, I'm a big Formula One fan, and they have.
Oh, that's fuck me! I was looking in the thing. I was thinking, I don't remember. They popped up on my photo stream when I was trying to find my reviews.
Right. Oh,
there's this thing that I was thinking, let's do my nut. I thought, anyway, yeah, then. So I'm not imagining.
Yeah, no, it was, I said,
to the group chat.
Right. And I'm a big Formula One fan, but I'm very sceptical about this film because, for a start,
there is hype on this film too.
There is hype, but
Brad Pitt, I've seen the trailer.
Brad Pitt is about 93 years old, and from what
Is he playing Bernie Ecclestone?
It might as well be. It might as well be. I mean, the thing behind it is it's supposed to be his comeback, having not raced for 30 years.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
he's actually racing in it.
Well, I
in
think
the clips I saw, he was a man sat at a desk. Which is more fitting.
I've not seen it. I haven't seen the film, and I'm going to see it, but I'm a little bit concerned that it's not going to be very true to the F1 that I know, and it's probably not really for F1 fans. So, is there a point to it? So, okay. So,
okay, I'm with you. Right, let's have this.
So, let's do it on here. So
those two things that don't sound right together.
So, this review is called Enthusiast. It's an unusual name, isn't it? Right. I was going into the F1 movie being a fresh fan of F1, started watching in 2024, and I found myself enjoying the movie. I loved the racing parts, especially when the two Apex, the name of the fictional team, cars were driving side by side, so much I was nearly out of my seat. I thought they filmed the movie really well and it made the experience 10 times better. However, I didn't enjoy the romance between Sonny Hayes and the engineer. Not realistic, because they would probably get fired. Really? Romance? I don't think that's...
I don't know enough about Formula One.
I mean, certainly I think people are allowed to have relationships. I don't think it's that like that. No. And the cringy lines said by some of the characters. Overall, I love this movie. definitely exceeded my expectations, capitals, and I just loved Brad Pitt in general. Do we think?
He is good, to be fair.
No, you can't see who that is.
Handsome granddad.
So I read that one, and this I think would probably be more.
Would you rather Robert De Niro or Brad Pitt be your granddad if you could choose one or the other? Who would you choose?
As a granddad, I would say Robert De Niro, surely.
He's got definitely stricter and wiser seeming, but would Brad Pitt be more fun?
Well, it'd be a bit younger as well than my granddad.
Hard to know these days.
Yeah. He does. I mean, he's 61 and he does look really good for 61.
They're both good granddads.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know which one
is
I would
Robert
choose.
De Niro actually still alive?
Yeah, Robert's brilliant. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was still alive. Anyway,
yeah.
Karen's not so keen on the film.
They never are.
No. Karen says, I'm not sure what this movie was looking to achieve. If it is for existing F1 fans, it failed miserably with unrealistic scenarios and unnecessary cameos from folks in the sport. If it's to generate new fans, it does nothing more, arguably less, than Drive to Survive does, which is the F1 series, which is like a documentary.
And is that rubbish as well or not?
I don't know. It's a bit soapy. I quite like it, but they've done 7 seasons of it now, and it's kind of the same thing each time. They pick bits to dramatise, and as someone who watches all the races, I remember it wasn't always quite like they're doing when they try and ramp up the tension and stuff like that.
Because it is. If you're into it, but it is a boring sport.
No, that's an opinion.
Yeah, that's right.
That's an opinion. You are entitled to it,
so like,
but you're wrong.
There's a lot of racing. There's more to and throwing, banging and crashing.
I think with all of these things, I think that once you become invested in it, you start looking behind the scenes. You start following the socials.
That's true. Just like a football team.
Yeah, exactly like that. And there is some races are crap, of course. But actually, more often than not, there's a bit.
I saw one once when a wheel went rolling down the road.
Yeah, but if you haven't got the context and known who the people are whose wheel rolls down the road,
and what that actually means to the team for the year, I mean, nothing to me. I thought someone should have gone and got it a bit quicker than they did. Get back on.
Karen nearly walked out on more than one occasion. 1 star is too many stars. Can't believe I paid a sitter to go to the theatre and watch this nonsense.
I think you've got to be a fucking F1 serious person to go. Limited draw in the cinema for that movie, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't want to go with you.
I mean, it probably needed Brad Pitt, but I just think it would have been handy if it was 20 years before.
Maybe.
When Brad Pitt was actually not, 20 years ago, he would have been still the second oldest Formula One driver. They've got an 18-year-old in it. They've got one guy there. Lewis is like, I think Lewis is 41, and I think.
Is he 40? When did he get to be? Well, obviously, whenever his birthday was, but.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen.
So that was that. So I'm still a bit undecided. I think I'll wait for the video.
Yeah, intriguing, as that is. I believe it gives me a tentative link here to your first film review for a packet of condoms, size extra small. Yeah.
Is this actually a genuine review?
Genuine review. I've snapshot. I can't remember the person's name here. It's got 1 star. Someone in Germany, February 2023. And they're a bit up in arms, actually. Because, and now I don't think this is too surprising for a tiny condom, right? But no disrespect to people that buy or need a tiny condom. But they were out of date. I wasn't surprised by that. This person was.
I suppose if you're buying tiny condoms, you'd hope that they'd still be in date when you bought them. or maybe
if you're buying tiny condoms,
maybe he had them in a drawer and kept. Every time it got to that point, they said, "Actually, no, it's all right." So it just remained in the drawer
for
a number
of boots week in, week out.
Yeah,
bought the same ones back. Maybe you need to use them up quicker because you only do half the job in the first place. I don't think that would count.
I tried to buy something on
Ask
eBay.
Justin.
I tried to buy something on eBay today. There's an aftershave that I buy.
Oh God, another one of these.
Yeah, which I really like. I really like it.
But last time it was like massively at my expense.
Yes, it was. So
Amusing,
anyway, so I like this aftershave, and I tried to get some more, and I failed again in my bid to get the aftershave that I want.
Becoming a thing.
Anyway, I don't know.
It's a German one, Steve.
I don't know. But anyway, the title of the review is A Dislike for Dunhill Century. And they say, and I misread this to start with, I ordered this as a blind buy, and I actually read that as I ordered this as a blind guy.
I imagine they need an aftershave more so than a normal person, so they know where they are.
I would have thought that they're probably their senses. You would imagine that they can smell aftershave more because of the
I was here earlier.
Yeah.
Fine. This is my pee.
like a dog in a tree. I ordered this one as a blind buy, and I'll keep it. The smell is not pleasant, even if I compare it to the price. This is a disappointment. I mean, I don't think you can send back aftershave, but I like the.
Once you've worn it,
I
think that's
a blind buy, and I'll keep it.
Yeah.
But no.
Would they know? I mean, who's going to check it? Fuck me, that bloke's used a milliliter of that. Partial refund. You'll never know who's blind.
Yeah.
He's not going to see.
Any more reviews from you?
Yeah, I've got some more.
Right. I haven't now, so make these count.
All right, okay.
That's it. I'm done my reviews.
Just need to I got some more reviews, yeah. So this one has got no relevance to anything else we've said. This is for I'm going to be defensive, believe it or not. This is a Jamie Oliver frying pan. I'm a big Jamie Oliver fan. So I'm going to kind of defend it. Well, grey area.
Jamie Oliver to me is F1 to you.
You're not a massive cooking fan. You find it boring.
I like cooking. I just don't like him.
Oh, I like him. He makes me feel like I can cook something, even though I can't.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? The 15-minute meals thing, they were brilliant to watch. But I don't know if you ever tried it. It was difficult to do for a novice thing. You watch the TV thing on la 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 la, whatever this brilliant thing is he's doing 15, he's smashing it out, and it's all like that, he's done it right. I've come out with a fucking frying pan and a can of plum tomatoes, trying to work out if tomatoes are in it, and a frying pan. He's finished and gone. There's the next one after. I needed 16 minutes, clearly. So, other than that, man does it wrong in my opinion. And all those things were good. If you go to the book and allowed yourself an hour to actually cook this thing, it was a great meal. But I couldn't follow TV in that time. So this is a frying pan.
I think it always looks like he's about to dribble on somebody.
I'm not sure. but
it's about that Harry Enfield.
This is someone I like.
Right, you try watching Jamie Oliver now and not thinking about Harry Enfield.
I'm going to defend him. I will follow my sword for him.
Okay.
It just won't be sharp or long.
I hope Jack's
going to be a Timberlake sword. Right, so this frying pan, now this was a stainless steel frying pan marketed as uncoated.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so stainless steel, it's not black in colour, it doesn't have the red bit in the middle for the heat, it doesn't have any of that Teflon sizzle.
It's basically a bit of tin.
It's an old school stainless steel, which is worse than steel for sticking, known fact. So, nonetheless, in this world of fucking idiots that we are becoming, someone has gone, and this seems, I thought, a person claiming to have experience. David Savio, 1 star, Nightmare Frying Pan. This was reviewed in Spain on the 30th of April 2025. Obviously not trustable, just like the football team. After 60 years in the kitchen, I have come upon the worst frying pan of my life. It is a magnet, which which it won't be if it's stainless steel. Obviously, that is possible. No matter how hard I try it, it is impossible to work with. Everything sticks. It's fucking going to.
Yeah.
It's an uncoated, marketed as stainless steel frying pan.
You'd think after 60 years in the kitchen, he'd have known.
He would have known.
Yeah.
How many Tefal ones has he gone through to get there? You know, slipping and sliding all over the place. No problem. Loads, I would have thought. Anyway, on that same frying pan, or all frying pans of that kind, everyone is surprised when they stick. So whether it's a Jamie Oliver one, who doesn't actually make frying pans anyway, or a Tefal one who made the one with his name on it.
Right.
It's neither of their fault. Some dickhead bought it and stuck stuff in it. And all the other ones, Amazon Basics, sticky. Of course, the only fucking idiot should have bought the non-stick one. So I don't think anyone's to blame for that, other than pure stupidity.
What was the name of that? Was it just called Jamie Oliver's? There used to be loads of them. I think.
What is it?
It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Was it just called Jamie Oliver's, or was there another name to it?
I can't remember. There's one in Guildford.
There was one in Guildford. I think it's a
McDonald's
McDonald's now. Yeah. Okay.
So I went over to the firm there. You might have come. On a Christmas do.
Well, no, it's
I did.
my house was just
Wonder where you went. Terrible habit.
So I went there on a separate occasion. I think I went there on a date once, and I had the starter, which it was some kind of rocket thing. So I was expecting some sort of medley of rocket and seasoning and stuff. And I kid you not, it was on some wooden board, and it was just a plate of rocket. Nothing. Very plain. I can't imagine why would anyone buy that?
Why would you not read the description properly and then be surprised when you only got rocket when you ordered rocket? I don't feel like that's their fault. But you could put salt and pepper on it. Garnish or whatever.
I think I did. I mean, I don't leave food.
It still sounds like a boring starter to me. I like to get that one when there was like a little.
It was a boring starter.
Sort of something between a Scotch egg and something small and round and deep fried. Looked like a Scotch egg, wasn't it? They were quite good.
Right. Okay. But I didn't go back there anyway. I wasn't.
I went there quite a few times.
Yeah.
But then, I'm a fan.
You like him?
I'm a fan. Yeah.
I don't.
No. But you're a fan of Formula 1. You've still been there.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
I have. I've been to 3 races.
All right.
Yeah.
I went to 4 restaurants. As we go now, a tentative link from that. Electric bread knife. This is from Julie Levson, yeah? This is an electric bread knife.
Yeah.
In the UK. Low expectations. Heavy and awkward. 27th
Is that her or the bread knife?
27th of April 2025, so it's recent, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. But I bought this to use at Christmas. Long time considering the review, isn't it? 4 months? Maybe 5?
I don't have a major problem with that. At least she's given it a go. At least she's tried it, unless she's actually left it. Okay,
Well,
right, I'll hear the review.
So I bought this to use at Christmas. I completely forgot I had it.
Is that the whole review?
Nearly. Today I found it. And used it on a piece of beef. Hate it. The body is okay with your hands like a navy. My hands are not tiny, but I found it always impossible to keep a grip. The slider, I forgot to, after that, funny bit.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, so what's her name? Julie?
Yeah.
Julie.
Not a problem.
How old is Julie that uses the word navvy?
Well, I think
they stopped saying that.
I mean, how old is anyone that buys a fucking electric bread knife? I mean, I've got a normal bread knife. I've got a normal carving knife. They're not difficult to use.
I've just got pictures of a 100-year-old Julie just plug it in some fucking
I'll tell you what, if it does that, it ain't going to be going near the meat. Did anybody know?
I imagine her crawling around there and someone doing it.
That was the meat
stuck in the end.
Moist. Complicated that could be for the guest.
I remember I was on the phone to an old mutual friend of ours years and years ago, and I was dealing with it. I had a Kenwood blender, and somehow I managed to get my finger into the blender and actually blended a little bit of the top of my finger off.
That's not difficult.
No.
I've seen loads of films where, like, to torture said person, they stick their hands in there, you know. And I actually saw someone once who was trying to get away with murder, one of these who've done it, put his fingers in to chop off his fingerprints. I don't think it would have adjusted DNA. But yeah.
A good programme to watch, by the way, I've quite enjoyed, is a BBC thing, and it's Murder 24/7. Quite enjoyed that.
Oh.
It was the DPD. Is that? Yeah, it's the right way round.
I think that's a totally different thing.
No, DPD murders.
Oh.
So I quite enjoyed that. I quite like a good sort of murder documentary, and I thought they did.
Were they real life ones?
Yeah.
Did it inspire you to believe you could get away with murder? Was it believable?
No, it inspires me to realise that it's almost impossible.
Did you get caught?
Yeah, there's no way to get away with it.
I don't think there is these days.
I think it's just, you know, and that's clearly where any police resources go. They don't seem to go for anywhere else. So
other than speed traps, no.
Yeah.
No. Or things, yeah, no, it's a... I mean, I don't have a preference point. I don't know anyone who's tried to get away with murder. I don't know anyone who's been murdered.
There was a guy...
And if I did, I don't think they would speak well about it.
There was a guy who did something... Right, there was a woman who was 75 in 1960... It wasn't. There was a woman who was 75 in 1967 and was attacked and murdered. Right. And...
How is she now?
I mean, she'd be 100. She'd be 127. But anyway, they've just caught the murderer.
Right.
So 58 years later, and it's a guy who had been caught for doing similar things to older women when he was in his 20s.
I get all this, yeah, right. But 60 years to find the fucker. Your lawnmower gets nicked. Never even turns up.
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
And what if it was a really special lawnmower that had been handed down by your dad or your granddad?
Well, I mean...
They would spend 58 years looking for that, would they? It might have been 199 quid, and it might matter.
I think...
What about if they nicked your toaster with a rat in it? Or what if someone put that rat in there on purpose? They wouldn't have looked for him.
I reckon they might have done. I think it might have been sabotage. Something.
It was me.
Yeah. It could well have been you.
We did it together.
It's the
Deep fry that fucking rat. Are we carrying on? We're calling it done.
I think we're calling it done.
Good evening. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you didn't, fuck you anyway. Ouch.